Welcome back to the channel. I'm Reed, and this is Man Cave Guitar Pedal Mania. Today, I start to tilt Don Quixote-like at the windmill of the Boss DD500. If you don't get the reference, read a book, people. Literacy, it's important. So, as you can see, I've got a bit of a David and Goliath matchup here. I've got the Danelectro BLT Slap Echo up against the Boss DD500. Now, I checked just before I started to film this video, and these BLTs are on Reverb right now for between $25 and $50, more or less. So, that's a pretty big price difference between it and the Boss DD500. But again, my point with this is not to see which is better, because I think they're both great. The point is to see whether I can find a sound out of this giant digital DD500 delay pedal that is as easy to get and pleasing to the ear as the individual pedal. Because in my own mind, for it to be worth owning this big digital pedal, I have to be able to get at least 3 good sounds out of it. And I know I really like both their digital and their analog sounds, so we're going to play around with this and see if I can find sound number 3. So I've taken off my beloved reverb. This is a completely dry guitar. So as you can hear, just bone dry, playing my Vivian Campbell Les Paul, using this high output humbucker as a bit of a boost. I hate dry guitar. So, I have the BLT set at noon on both controls, because that's what you do with pedals, right? So we have a mix and a repeat control. This is what it sounds like at noon. Interesting. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, I really don't go through these ahead of time. You're experiencing this at the same time I am. I feel like that gives it a little more authenticity. And this sounds a lot more like a very fast decay reverb than an actual delay. So perhaps I should be going up against my RV500. But I'm not going to do that. So, it's not quite where I want it yet. Alright, I think that's a pretty good sound. That's both knobs about 2 o'clock. And again, I'm not a rockabilly player, but I can do some, let's see here, how about a bit of walking pentatonic line? Okay, I like that. The slapback thickens it up, and you could use that in some instances as a replacement for your reverb. Now, I've set my DD500 on their rockabilly setting. It just seemed like a good place to start. So as you can see, that is a tape-style echo at 120 milliseconds. And that sounds like this. Instantly, I'm noticing the lack of reverb. Okay, let's try getting a little bit darker tone out of it. Yeah, that's about right. Oh. And since I can't add reverb, I'm going to play with the feedback here. the effect level a bit. I think the BLT is even faster, so I'm going to cut this down to about 100. Okay, so that may seem like a very basic test, but I think what I've learned is that the BLT is a short decay reverb rather than a delay. And when going through the DD500, I really miss the reverb that I get from that BLT. So surprisingly, I like the sound from the BLT better, but I do not dislike the sound from the DD500. Okay, so interestingly, the RV500 reverb has a delay in it, and I bet I could get a better slapback out of the RV500 than the DD500. Between these two, I like the Danelectro better. Well, I guess this demo, I like the individual pedal better than the DD500. Wonder if that's a sign of things to come. Next video, analog delay. I've been Reed, and this has been Man Cave Guitar Pedal Mania.